𝙁𝙧�𝙬𖧖𝙬
Okay, so here we go. We've got a spark of the Prime Creator floating around, going around the universe, taking a look at what's happening, being a part of all different frequencies and many different lights and waves and sounds, and experiencing that. And then, whoa, oh, what's that? That is truly exciting. Now, the spark of that Prime Creator has a divine purpose. The Creator doesn't separate particles of his being just to float around like dandruff. So that spark had a divine purpose. So everywhere's that spark bounced around in the universe, it brought that frequency to wherever it was. And then, okay, the light beam is formed around that spark. And that light beam lights up and really starts to feel the divine purpose and intent of being in existence. Then that light beam travels around and is attracted to different species within the galaxy and the universe. It's going to help this planet, it's going to help this sun, it's going to help this star. And then, wow, I can be of service in a different form. So from light being is the oversoul being. The oversoul breaks a particle off to become a soul. The soul's desire is to create that connection in form to be of service. So you have your soul. Many people's souls are 100 feet down the road, 100 miles down the road, or working right beside them. And your soul's, well, 2 arm lengths away from your being, which is excellent. That means that you communicate with your soul, even though you're not always conscious of it. But you do know that you're communicating with your soul. So a part of the soul comes through with the silver cord when the baby takes a first breath. The spirit, which is the particle of the soul that can stay informed through water. The spirit enters the form, and when that form passes or graduates, the spirit leaves the form and goes back to the soul. So the silver cord connecting the soul memory and the soul energy and the soul body to this physical form is connected by the spirit. Those are the bodies. Now we go into consciousness. Consciousness, you have triggers and codes within your physical form. It's there. It's not DNA, it's the form. The form is a temple connected to the planet. If you are Pleiadian, then your form is connected to the Pleiadian star nations. You choose to be in Earth form, so you're connected to the planet you live upon, automatically connected, a microcosm of the planet you live upon. Your consciousness and your vibration comes in fully to the extent that it can to allow that form to grow. Many times, these beautiful beings that pass at birth is because they bring in too much, and the form can't adjust, and the spirit can't adjust to the form. So the consciousness begins to grow with recognition that I am spirit in form. That consciousness continues to grow as the knowledge of the physical form activates the knowledge of the soul body. the spirit maintains both. If the spirit becomes ill because of lack of connection to the soul body, the physical form becomes ill. This is the connection that we have. The consciousness is the vibration of higher or lower self. Now, higher or lower self is always present because of our thought patterns. Do we connect to positive thought forms and thought energies, or do we connect to lower thought forms? That can change in a second, in a millisecond. The thought form energy of all those in form collaborates and collects. So, if we have gatherings of those in form, pillars of light, which we have now, maintaining and raising the vibration of their light, their higher power, their higher self, we also have the ability to go to lower self. We also have the ability to have dense, dark thoughts. Each thought pattern, each thought process is a living energy. That's what we're working with on this planet, exterior to this planet now. Now, thought forms are the easiest thing to get rid of because they're thought. They're thought. They're essence, but they're not of energy essence. They're a way to trigger the higher being into knowing what is true, what is not true, what is valuable, what is not valuable, what serves me, what does not serve me. Okay, I've been dropped. Hello.